What's going on, everybody? This is your buddy Michael coming at you with Mike on the mic. Yep, this is a new segment I've started. I'm going to be interviewing a bunch of my friends and business partners in the online space in our business. And really, I just wanted to have this as a platform for all of you to get value from, but obviously just a little more insight into what we're doing. And also just to realize that there's a lot of people out there just like yourself and like myself who were looking for a change in their life and didn't know where to start, or maybe didn't have anyone who gave them the right direction. And they found this platform just like you and I, and are now having great success, and their life is forever changed. So without further ado, I wanted to bring out my very good friends, Troy and Anne McPherson, who are my mentors. You guys there? And jump on. Hey guys.
Hello, Mike.
Howdy. How's it going?
Fantastic.
We already got some people jumping on here. We got Thomas. How's it going, Thomas?
Hey, Tom.
Thanks for jumping on, buddy. So guys, this is exciting. I'm so glad that we finally made this happen. I know we've been trying to make this interview happen for a little while, but there's a lot of stuff going on in our community, and it's always busy. So we got to find the time to make this stuff happen, right? But never a better time. So I wanted to first and foremost thank you for joining me. You guys are amazing. I also have to thank you dearly for all of your support that you've given me up to this point in the business over the last year. You guys are amazing, and couldn't have asked for better mentors, really. So thank you very, very much.
Thank you, Mike.
It's been great working with you, buddy. Watching you grow, it's been awesome. It's been quite the experience. You have flourished in this new business, and the changes that we've seen in you have been tremendous. So you should be really proud of yourself, man. I know that we are. So you've been taking strides and putting your best foot forward every single day and constantly working on yourself, and you never let anything get you down, which is really, really good. So you've been awesome to work with.
Hey, that's awesome. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. Yeah, this is like any other business. You can't let little roadblocks get in the way and stop you from pushing forward and succeeding, right? So we always have to find solutions, like any business, and move forward towards success.
Like anything in life too, right?
That's right. Not just business. Yeah.
That's right. Anything. Yeah. You want something in your life, you go for it, and you don't stop until you get it, right?
That's right. It's all or nothing, baby.
You got it.
And so should we start this puppy off? I wanted to really first and foremost just kind of go back and pick your brains. What was your line in the sand moment, or what made you guys really look at another kind of business in order to support your family?
Well, honestly, we were both in the hospitality industry. We worked in a bar together, and it was like, that's how we grew up. That's how we met. That's how we fell in love. That was like our story, right? We worked together for probably 8 years, and everything was good because we were just growing up. We were getting to know each other, starting our lives together, and everything was working out like we had kind of planned on it. And then we had kids, and so we had to change our lives around, right? So I started working days, she started working nights, so that we didn't have to go through the whole daycare thing, trying to save money that way. And that was fine for a while, but eventually we noticed that we weren't seeing each other. Basically we were together for about 5 minutes in the afternoon and about 20 minutes at night, right? So we started to become we were like co-parenting, and like it was like living with a roommate, right? And so our relationship started to not fail, but we were going through hard times, right? Because we that wasn't the life that we wanted. It wasn't that our relationship was strained, but we didn't want that type of life.
We had a vision, right? And that wasn't matching our vision. I just got interjected. The reason why we didn't, it was for money, not having a babysitter, but more so because we wanted to raise our own children, right? Like I've been in, when I grew up, I was in daycare because my mom was a single mom. And daycare was amazing. It taught me so many things, but I missed a lot of things too, right? So I wanted to bring that forward into our lives with our children. And so we were getting that, our kids were getting us separately, but they weren't getting us together. So it wasn't along the same path that we wanted to go on.
That's right. yeah, so basically that went on for a while, and then we ended up having 2 kids, and it got to the point where I realized that like this was it. We were going to be living like this forever, and we were never going to be able to do the things that we wanted to do. So I started looking for other things, and I ended up just quitting my job because I couldn't handle it, and it was quite a shock to our family. Obviously, we didn't have any kind of backup plan or anything. So, but I knew that I wasn't happy, and it was tearing me down as a person, and it was wrecking every part of our life.
Well, because the industry he was into, he was managing a bar, pub, so alcohol, it's kind of a toxic place.
Yeah, very negative atmosphere, right?
Yeah.
So I quit that, and then, financially everything got really tough after that. So fast forward a few months, I started looking for something that I could do at home, something that would allow me to earn an income from home and be with my kids and allow me to actually start living the life that I wanted. So man, I looked at so many different opportunities, like so many different kinds, right? And so I was looking into being a telemarketer. Everything that you can do from home, I researched, right? I was watching videos, I was taking courses, I was, reading different content, and finally one day I just gave up, and I was like, I guess there's nothing I can do, right? Yeah. So I'm working with my father-in-law doing construction under the table and collecting EI, and just trying to scrape by in every way that we could, and picking up extra shifts. And so and then one day, like, I actually swore off Facebook and everything, I was like, I can't do this anymore. Like, I'm done with social media, I'm done with all of it. I'm just going to conform to the way society wants me to be, and
for real,
and like I'll be like that. I'll be a normal person for the rest of my life and screw it, because obviously there's nothing out there. I was just totally fed up. And so, and about 3 months later, I was inspired to pick up Facebook one day, and I was scrolling through my newsfeed, and I came across a video of a guy that would end up being my mentor, and my life changed forever at that point. I watched a video, and I mean, like I said, I had watched so many videos. I was a part of a ton of different things, and this one really rang true to me. So I jumped in with both feet and like never looked back. It's been amazing ever since. The changes that we've gone through as individuals and as a couple have been tremendous. Yeah. Like, we've grown so much. I was a pretty negative crappy person before I started this industry. So I've done a lot of growing, and that's been the biggest thing for me personally.
Well, that's great, because that actually leads me into my next question is, like, you guys have been in this for about how many, 2 years now, 2.5?
Just over a year.
Okay.
September of last year.
So in this short period of time, really, in the grand scheme of things, 1 year is not very long. It flies by, as we all know it. How has the business really impacted you guys? Obviously, you've just said that you've grown a lot. Have you noticed anything else, like with your family time or anything like that?
I'll kind of interject here. So Troy was looking for that, right? So he came into the business, and I wasn't, right? I had my own thing going on. I love my job. I truly did. I'm a server. I like to chat. I like to talk. I like to, I like to make people feel good. It's kind of my thing, right? I really loved it. But the physical part of it was hurting, right? My body, my back was so bad that I would have to take Advil every, 4 hours to just keep it going. And anyway, so Troy entered into the business, and I saw him in the short 3 months from when I entered into the business. His life started to transform, right? He became more positive. He became like more aware of himself, more aware of the things that he was speaking and thinking. And he started to read books, which he had never done in his whole life. And he started diving into, what money looks like and how to invest, and like so many things he had taken on. And I'm like, I want some of that, because I've always had this like passion inside of me to like better myself, but I didn't know how I was going to do it, right? I'd watch Super Soul Sunday and, Oprah and all those things, and I'd be like, yeah, baby, like, I want to meditate, I want to do all these things, but I never knew how And like, this was in this business, right? It wasn't a business just for the money part of it. This was a business to like better yourself as a person, you know, and then in doing that, you better yourself as a person, you better yourself, everyone around you, and my kids, right? Like, I was starting to see huge differences in the way my kids were reacting and acting and feeling and all that. I was like, I'm in, I'm sold, I'm doing this. Now I can't remember what your question was.
No, you answered it. That's it. Like the impact, just like the impact that it's had on you guys. And that's absolutely true. I mean, when it comes down to your kids noticing the changes too, you know, something great is happening, right? So, and just to touch on that, like how have your passions shifted in life?
Oh, man, well, before we didn't have any.
No.
That's number one. So,
Non-existent.
you know, we were passionate about
Drinking
and partying and sleeping in and not having to really do anything. You know, just like coasting through life because we didn't think that there was any point. You
We
know,
just didn't really know.
we didn't understand what life was all about. You know, we were just cruising. Yeah, with no direction, no purpose, no passion, no nothing. We were just kind of here doing our stuff every single day.
Yeah.
And you know, we were doing the same thing every single day and expecting a different result.
Yeah.
So we were living an insane life and not even knowing it.
Yeah.
Right. So having that shift of perception, perspective, that paradigm shift, and having that was huge for us. You know, realizing that we had like my mentor asked me like, "What's your why?" I was like, "What is a why?
Yeah.
What do you mean? I'm in this for money." He's like, "Okay, well, beyond that, like, I mean, beyond that is cars and houses and trips and stuff." Like, I didn't understand what he was talking about in the beginning, right? And then as we started going through the business, we started hearing a lot of stuff about this 80%, 90% mindset. You know, if you don't have the mindset, the business isn't going to work. Hearing our mentors say, like, I can give these ads to this person, these ads to this person. If one person is doing the work and this person isn't, only one's going to have results, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you can only hear that stuff so many times before it starts to sink in, and you start to really embrace that. And like, okay, I guess there's something to this. Let's try it. And we tried it. You know, like we read the magic, we tried to meditate, we did all of that stuff, but never really gave it a full try, right? We weren't aligned with it. We didn't think that there was any weight that it held, right? So it wasn't until we actually started embracing that, doing it every single day, making it part of our routine, planning our days out, writing things down, coming up with a strategy for business, for life, for our kids, for our meals, for our working out, everything. We structured our lives, and that's when we really started seeing results.
Yeah.
Wow. Honestly, guys, it's such a beautiful story, honestly, to hear it from you guys, because you really have worked as a team. And so you know what it's like. It's not just an individual effort. You know, you see the big picture together, you know what it takes. I'm sure that you have your individual definitions of success and happiness for sure. Happiness, I don't know how you guys would define it, but to me, whatever literally is going to make you happy, it doesn't matter what amount of work it takes. If it's going to make you happy, that is definition of my happiness. Sometimes things that aren't fun to do often don't really bring you happiness, but then there's other things in life that do. So would you guys agree that, you know, this is the kind of business like any other that you do have to put some work into, but the work is really, it's more for yourself, it's more for your own business, and it's really more for the benefit of others, right? So
absolutely, Mike. Yeah, totally. And exactly, because what we offer, like, educational wise, is there, right? Here it is. Learn how to be, you know, a network marketer, learn how, you know, to do this. That is there, that anyone can learn and do and be successful at it. But that extra little component is the mindset component, right? And that's the meat and potatoes. That's the stuff that's going to catapult you in your life to this like extraordinary person that we all know that we need, that we are inside, right? And it's allowing all that into your life, and then just like, I don't know, going with it, right?
Yeah,
and
exactly. And that's like I tell all my clients all the time, you know, you were born with zero skills.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't know how to eat, you didn't know how to walk, talk, drive a car, whatever you're doing for work right now, you had no idea how to do that. But you started to try it, you had someone show you what to do, you got training, and you were supported every day, right? And you practiced it, and you did it every single day, and eventually you could do that thing, whatever it is, right? This is no different. Everyone thinks, being online and working online is this mythical creature that no one can catch, no one can tame, and it's so impossible to do. But I mean, what you do for a job, like I wouldn't know how to do that, right? You wouldn't know how to do what I do, but with a little bit of some lessons, a mentor, and some effort behind it, and some energy and guidance, you're gonna get it. Like, it's not a matter of if, it's just a matter of when, right? But you have to have that mindset that you're actually going to do it and go forward with it, and not just think that it's going to happen for you. Yeah. Right? You can't just sit on the sidelines and be like, yeah, I'd like to do that.
You don't push a button and go, boom, I'm rich, or boom, I have everything I want. That's not how it works.
Happiness takes time. Anything in life, anything worthwhile in life is uphill, right? And it's not until you realize that and start your uphill journey. And you have to enjoy the journey. That's the one thing that I've really taken away from this business, and that has really made us see results, to enjoy the journey. Because when you are like working towards your goals is amazing. Working towards your dreams is good. Putting in the daily practice, all that stuff is necessary. But if you are doing that stuff and you're not enjoying it, if you're constantly complaining about it, and you're not wanting to do it and wishing that you were just at the end result, once you get there, you're going to be completely unfulfilled, because the entire time that you were doing all of that stuff, that is the thing that you need to enjoy, because that is what you're going for. Yeah. Right. So you need to enjoy the journey in order to enjoy your goals. That's just that. I mean, once you realize that, everything changes. Yeah.
I couldn't agree with you guys more. That is beautiful. I'm in the same boat where, like, I experienced the whole mindset shift, and I can't tell you, without your ongoing day-to-day actions that you're doing out of your own joy, out of your own passion, the business really is just a platform. You who brings the energy, who brings the value to those who are listening, is really what it's all about. And really what we're here to do is really to impact as many lives as possible, because the 9-to-5, as we know it, guys, is a thing of the past. Robots are taking over most jobs these days, and online is where it's at. And I know I'm not looking back, that's for sure, but I can't,
Now, online is like, it's a value thing, right? We all want to learn from each other. That's just like who we are as human beings, right? You learn something and you get so passionate and excited about it, you just want to share it. So to me, like, the online world is the perfect platform to do that, right? It's not scary. It's not intimidating. Most of us are on there every day, putting our daily stuff that we do every day. So you can take that and just reiterate it into your business and like boost it, right? Because you'll be learning so much more. You'll get so much value, you'll get so much knowledge that now, instead of like just posting like, oh, I ate this today, now you're like, oh, I learned this today. I learned how to be a better me. I learned how to, do this, that, and the other. So it's an amazing platform. The internet is the bomb. And we all know it. We're all on it every day. So get over yourself.
It's just taking what you're already doing, focusing it, and putting it out as value, instead of just putting it out as like, here's what I ate for lunch, right? You put a couple words behind it. Here's what I ate for lunch, and here's why I ate it for lunch, right? And here's the effect that it has had on me. And if you'd like to learn any more about it, shoot me a message. Yeah. Right? It just takes a little bit of a shift to go from that, employee to entrepreneur mindset, and start looking at everything as an opportunity. Because that's what life is all about, is being open to opportunities. And the more open that you are, that's when you can really start to receive, right? So if you're just sitting there closed off thinking, no, I can't do this, no, I can't, you're never going to get what you want, because you're closed off to all of the magic in the world, right? You have to be open to receiving, and that's when you can really start to see results.
Yeah, open to receiving, and also knowing that, it isn't just one way. Life is not just one way. It's not everything as it presents itself is not the way it has to be, right? Like, we have the ability to make a change for ourselves and help impact the lives of others too. But it's all really up to us. We can just sit there and be complacent, or we can make a change, right? And make ourselves happy, and, better the lives of a lot of other people as well. So,
Mike.
Yeah, you guys, are so awesome for jumping on with me today. I want to thank you again. This has been really fun, and I look forward to speaking to you guys again in the future, but of course, sooner than that. But this has been really fun, guys, and I really thank you so much again for bringing all this value to everyone who's watching. And I also want to thank everyone who did jump on today. I've got Britt, Randy, Ricky, Megan, Jordan, Craig, we got Shireen. Oh, hello, everybody. Thanks for jumping on, Thomas.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a good turnout. So
fabulous interview, my friend. You are a rock star.
Yeah,
Hey.
So proud that you're with us and working hard on your business and yourself every day. You're an amazing person.
yeah, dude. I'm looking forward to watching more of these interviews.
Yeah, you're good, Mike.
appreciate it.
Baby.
Must have to do with some of that working behind the camera, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
Take your strengths and you play to them, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. Just be
Yeah,
ourselves, guys. Be yourself. Show everybody your true beauty. That's what it's about. So, okay, guys, share the love. Have a great day. And thanks again for this. We'll talk soon.
Thank you.
Thank
Have a good
you.
one.
Thanks, everybody, for jumping on. Take care.
Bye, guys.